been doing some things to try to lose some weight. Obviously, I need to lose weight really bad, and I need to also cut down on my drinking because I can drink a lot and without getting the desired effect. Okay, so I'm doing an experiment here, just not really an experiment, but I just want to see. I know before in the past, I have quit drinking. When I quit drinking before my hold on, my freaking camera, my phone. Anyway, when I quit drinking before my surgery, I would lose about a pound a day when I quit drinking, all right? And now, I'm drinking probably more than I was then, all right? This is the Blue Cup, the famous Blue Cup I've been drinking out of for years. Okay, that's epoxy on there holding the liquid in because it's been cracked or broken. Okay, on a hard drinking day, not a hard drinking day, but on a, let's just start out with a normal drinking day, I would have 2 of these. Okay, this is 32-ounce cup. Let me get y'all somewhere different because I'm spilling water everywhere. I got it filled with water because I want to measure the difference. This is what I would drink 2 of these in a 24-hour period on a regular drinking day. Okay, and if I'm having fun, I might drink 3 of these in 24 hours. All right, I'm gonna pour this into a coffee mug or a coffee thing and let's just see how much is in there. That's 1. That's good, man. Okay, that was 1. Okay, so let's measure this out. That 1 cup measures between, that's about 6.5 cups. I'd say that's 6.5 cups of liquid in that 1 drink. Okay, times that by 2 for a regular day. All right, what I have done to try to cut down on my drinking is I went and bought a smaller cup. All right, there's a smaller cup right there. It's not much smaller, but when you deal with this much alcohol intake, you can't just quit just quit. You have to quit slowly. So let's see how much this holds. I've emptied that out. Let's see how much I'm drinking now. And I tell you what, I'm not just drinking a smaller cup. I'm drinking less. I'm not drinking 3 of these. I'm not even drinking 2. I'm drinking probably 1.5 of these within a 24-hour period. So, all right, that is totally under 6 cups. There's the number 6 right there that you see where my finger's at. So we're at about 5. We're about 5 cups, 5.5 cups. So I've gone from 7 or whatever. I'm cutting down slowly but surely. And it's difficult. It's something that's difficult to do when you've been doing it for so long. And my tolerance is so high that I can drink 3 of these and still pass every field sobriety test. I may not pass the breathalyzer, but I will pass every field sobriety test and be able to speak clearly. I can even pass the eyeball test. I pass everything, okay? My tolerance is so high that 3 of these doesn't affect me the way it would most people. 3 of those put most people on the ground. But I'm 320 pounds, and most of that is coming from my drinking. And so I don't eat a lot of junk, okay? I eat halfway decent, but I do have a good appetite. It's the drinking. And I've noticed in the past when I quit drinking before a surgery, because I didn't want to go through DTs, in ICU, and I knew I was going to have a long recovery in the hospital from having a abdominal aortic aneurysm repair. So I didn't want to have to go through the detox from alcohol in the hospital as I'm recovering from that. So I went ahead and detoxed myself slowly and came off the alcohol before my surgery, and I was able to lose a pound a day as I did just alcohol reduction or reducing. Not reducing, but I quit completely. So I'm trying to do that again, but I'm working on it slowly, just like I did last time. A little bit at a time. I went from a 32-ounce cup to, I don't even know how many ounces that is. It's probably a 24-ounce cup. Look, this one fits right inside of it. It's nowhere near as even tall as it is. It's not as big around as it is. So, that being said, if you're having the same kind of problem I am with your weight and your alcohol consumption, you can really probably do some good by buying yourself a smaller cup and sticking with it. I mean, it doesn't feel the same in my hand. It's not the same ritual that I'm used to having this cup for over 20 or maybe even 30 years. No, not that. I don't know how long it's been. It's been quite a while. Anyway, I've been drinking out of that same model, not this same cup, but that same model cup. I've gone through loads of them. If you're dealing with the same problem I am, it's like kind of like wearing somebody else's underwear. When you start drinking through a different cup after you've been drinking through the same cup every day for years and years and years, it's kind of like putting on somebody else's underwear. It just don't feel right. So, that being said, stick with it and make yourself do it. Be strong and get a doctor's opinion on what you're doing exactly before you even start to try to do it, so you know if you're doing it correctly and safely. All right? And thanks for watching, folks, and I hope you feel better, because I'm hoping I feel better. I damn sure need to feel better, because I feel like shit.